Okay, so in this example, this is a third example of solving a rational equation. So this rational equation is a little bit different than the previous two because there's actually three rational terms separated, and two of them on this side of the equation are separated by a plus sign. So you can't do cross multiplying or anything like that because of this third rational term. So there's a few different ways you could approach this. My suggestion is sort of the most straightforward way would be to collect all the rational terms on one side of the equation. Since two of them are already on the right side, we'll collect on the right side. So what that means is we've got the 1 over x on the left side, so I'm just going to subtract 1 over x from both sides. So it becomes 0 on the left side, and then you have a negative 1 over x on the right side. Now what I'm going to do is try to combine these rational terms, and in order to do that I have to get a common denominator. So the common denominator is going to be x times x plus 1 times 1 minus x. So I need to multiply all these terms by the appropriate thing in order to get it over this common denominator. So this one was already over x plus 1, so I need to multiply the 2 by the other denominators. This 1 was already over 1 minus x, so I have to multiply it by x and x plus 1 minus 1. And then this 1 was already over x, so I need to multiply it by x plus 1 and 1 minus x. So now I have kind of like the first example where I have one rational term, it's a big rational term, equals 0. So when you have that, remember you can state that when would this rational be equal to 0? Just when the numerator is 0. So you can take the numerator and set it equal to 0. Before you do that, you should make sure you state the restrictions. So in this case, x can't be 0, minus 1, or 1, and that's because those three values would make the denominator 0. But now I can basically get rid of the denominator and set the numerator equal to 0. Well, while I do that, I'm going to expand. So I have 2x minus 2x squared plus x squared plus x. So what I'm doing here is I'm expanding. And then this one here I'd have minus x plus x squared minus 1 plus x. So collecting like terms, my x squareds are going to cancel out. I have two positive x squareds and a negative 2x squared, so that cancels out. The x terms, I've got 2x plus x, so 3x minus x. So I have 3x. And the constant, I had a minus 1. So I could say I have 3x equals 1. So x is equal to 1 over 3. And that would be the solution to your rational equation. Make sure it's not one of your restrictions. It's not. So therefore that is the solution to this rational equation.